Good day, everybody. Welcome back to It's a Small Vlog. Today, I'm at the Magic Kingdom. All of the Christmas decor is up. It's a very chilly day, but nonetheless beautiful day. It's very, very sunny out. Today, we have a ton of updates regarding Tiana's Bayou adventure that I haven't covered in a while. Again, this video is very overdue. I've been teasing this construction update for a couple of months at this point. We're going to check all of that out. The Hatbox Ghost has finally materialized in the Haunted Mansion. We're going to discuss some of the D23 announcements, such as what's going on with the Country Bear Jamboree, the Beyond Big Thunder Mountain update, amongst others. And then after that, we're going to head over to the Polynesian and go check out what's going on with the new DVC Tower construction and wrap it up all there. All this and more on the way. This is your seasonal It's a Small Vlog construction update coming to you from the Magic Kingdom. Starting today's video, we have a ton of new progress updates regarding the exterior of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the newest attraction coming to the Magic Kingdom next year. As you can see, ever since my last construction update back in May, I believe, there has been some pretty substantial work happening with this attraction. Going in chronological order, back in June, we saw the new water tower get installed at the site, which marked a big milestone for the attraction's construction. Then, back in October, we saw the addition of this brand new mural on the newly repainted yellow barn in the queue line. And then just last month, we saw the addition of a bunch of new artificial trees and flowers, combined with some real landscaping to really start and bring the Louisiana Bayou theming to life. Last month also saw the completion of the rounded out rock work at the top of the hill, where you used to have Chickapin Hill as the former visual focal point. Shifting back over to the queue area, something that was just finished a few days ago is this newly opened section of themed cobblestone pathing that leads guests directly under the Frontierland train station towards the restrooms. You can see that the cobblestone sidewalk is lined with red bricks along the perimeter and complete with iron, purple, and gold railings. By the looks of it, it seems to draw some inspiration from something you'd find in New Orleans Square at Disneyland, which is fitting. As far as my thoughts go regarding the rate of construction progress here, I have to say that I am pleasantly surprised at how quickly Disney is moving. The main thing that I'm pleased about is that while Disney is moving quickly, the quality of the exterior of the attraction doesn't seem to look rushed or cheap so far, which is a very good sign. Granted, we don't exactly know what's happening on the inside of the attraction, but if work on the inside is going just as smoothly as it is on the outside, there's a very good chance that we could probably see this attraction open a little bit earlier than late next year, such as a possible fall opening of September or October instead. My only complaint regarding the theming here is that it's very green. I understand that the theming is supposed to resemble the Louisiana Bayou, but in terms of fitting in with Frontierland, the entire facade sticks out like a sore thumb. Frontierland has a very certain aesthetic to it and utilizes a very warm and cozy yet bright color palette, and the overabundance of greenery is something that just doesn't work that great here. Now, to be fair, there are rumors circulating around that with the addition of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Disney is completely considering the possibility of removing Frontierland in its entirety, or at the very least make a separate New Orleans-themed land to better fit in with this new e-ticket attraction. In fact, this is going to lead us to our next topic of discussion, with that being some of the plans regarding the future of this park. So, for any of you who aren't aware, back at the D23 Expo in 2022 and the Destination D event earlier this year, Disney has teased about a possible future expansion of the Magic Kingdom beyond the berm of the park past Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. To break it down, this possible expansion was teased to include certain intellectual properties like Coco and Kanto, and even Disney Villains, which has been a rumor for quite some time now. This is actually an announcement that I don't really think I've talked about that much, but Disney has teased that should this expansion happen, it would be the largest expansion in the park's history, even bigger than the new Fantasyland expansion back in 2012. But now, with the introduction of Tiana's Bayou Adventure breaking the cohesiveness of Frontierland, it is rumored that Big Thunder Mountain Railroad might become part of a new desert-themed land, and the remainder of Frontierland would be themed to a New Orleans street to better fit in with the area, and Frontierland, as we know it, would cease to exist. Now, for those of you who are Country Bears fans, there's no need to worry, because back at the Destination D event earlier this year, it was announced that the Country Bear Jamboree would in fact be staying, and instead would be getting a refresh of Disney songs that all of the bears will sing in a southern bluegrass country style. It is also rumored that Pecos Bill is set to become a Tiana-themed restaurant in the near future, but that is still unconfirmed and remains a rumor. Tom Sawyer Island, on the other hand, will be staying as is. Again, there's a lot lot up in the air regarding the future of Frontierland, as well as the remainder of the Magic Kingdom as a whole, but it has definitely sparked a lot of excitement in the process. And should any confirmed plans be announced in the near future, I'll be sure to cover all of them for you here on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed with those notifications turned on. Alright everybody, now that we are done covering the construction of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we are going to head on over to Liberty Square into the Haunted Mansion because the Hatbox Ghost has finally materialized.
And hot and cold, running chill.
There he is! There he is!
Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
Alright everybody, just got off of the Haunted Mansion. The Hatbox Ghost looks fantastic. He looks really, really great. I know that some people were kind of upset about where he was placed. You know, out at Disneyland, he's right outside of the attic scene and everything. And this, here at Walt Disney World, he is before the attic, he's before Madame Leota, he's in the endless hallway scene. And I know some people were like, oh, that, you know, messes up with the story because there's a happy haunt before Madame Leota, you know, summons all of them. I mean, I don't know if anybody has seen the new movie. I know I have. It's actually a very good movie. If you follow that storyline, they're kind of advertising him as like an unhappy haunt, which is why it would make sense for him to be before Madame Leota. Honestly, I really don't think that it messes with the story that well. I think it's still a very concise story. And actually, I think he looks better where he's placed here than out at Disneyland. Because out at Disneyland, he's just kind of in like a dark corner. And here, the endless hallway scene, I just think that there's better lighting. So visually, I think he looks better. I understand why some people might be a little upset with it hurting the story, but honestly, I really don't think that it detracts from it that much. But overall, very good addition. I'm so happy that he's back. Another quick thing I want to mention about the Hatbox Ghost is that this was actually something we were supposed to get back in 2021 for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, but obviously that was during a time where there were some major budget cuts happening in theme park investment. And the Hatbox Ghost was really only one addition that we were supposed to get. There were plans to add Disney characters in It's a Small World and to even add a new Dynamite show scene to Big Thunder Mountain. You may recall that all of these are quality of life additions that already exist out at Disneyland, but regardless, it's fantastic to see that the Hatbox Ghost is finally here. It's definitely one of those additions that really adds to your pre-existing love and appreciation for such a fan favorite Disney attraction, and I'm hoping that this is a sign that maybe, just maybe, we'll see some more smaller updates to classic attractions like this in the future. Finally, shifting gears outside of the Magic Kingdom and over to the Polynesian, my personal favorite resort on Disney property, we have a few minor to moderate updates regarding the new Disney Vacation Club Tower complex that is slated to be opening around this time next year. Ever since my last construction update, some windows and sliding glass doors have made their way into most of the future hotel rooms, and there are even some that have received some railings on the balconies as well. Something even more noticeable is that the tower has begun to receive a fresh coat of paint on the exterior, with one big portion being white and another smaller portion in light brown. Additionally, you'll also notice the beginning of construction on this new gazebo-like structure towards the bottom of the building. Judging by the singular piece of concept art we received by Disney, which is almost 2 years old at this point, this looks to be a future location of a possible poolside bar and restaurant. Other than that, those seem to be all of the more noticeable changes regarding this new modernized DVC Tower structure. Again, I can't really seem to emphasize it enough, but with each passing day as we come closer and closer toward the completion of this project, it just looks like it's rounding out to be like any other hotel you'd find, with no special theming or flair to it that complements its respective resort. And again, maybe I'm still speaking too soon, but this isn't the only place we're seeing these modern D themes happening. Right next door, the Grand Floridian is receiving a modern update as we speak, detracting from the very sophisticated elegance of a Victorian-style hotel. And even the cabins at Fort Wilderness are receiving a modern flair to them, which looks like something you'd find on like HGTV or something. But the whole point of staying on Disney property is to experience what is notably called the Disney difference. And part of that difference is Disney's theming and incredible attention to detail that is supposed to whisk you away to another time and another place and immerse you in a new storytelling environment outside of the parks. But by modernizing everything and making everything look the same, Hilton Art Deco style buildings, it completely dismisses the notion of what makes Disney so unique and why it's worth the money at the end of the day to stay on property in the Disney bubble. Again, that's just my take on everything happening, and some people do like these modernized updates, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Well, everybody, that is going to wrap up today's video here at the Magic Kingdom and Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. This is also going to be my final video of 2023. And going into 2024, construction updates are going to start looking a little bit different unless capital expenditure picks up and we actually start seeing some progress on these ideas that Disney keeps on teasing at us. Construction updates are probably going to start being more property-wide instead of park-specific. Hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully some things will change. But in the words of Walt Disney, the best way to start anything is to stop talking and start doing. And I really hope that that sinks into Disney management one of these days. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Check me out on Instagram as well. The link is down below. What about you? Again, I can't ask it enough. How do you feel about the current progress on Tiana's Bayou Adventure and the DVC Tower construction here at the Polynesian? Are you excited that the Hatbox Ghost is finally here in the Haunted Mansion? And again, hopefully we will receive some sort of updates and actually start to see some visual progress being made on some of these blue sky ideas, specifically here at this park for that Big Thunder Mountain expansion. And in terms of the future of Frontierland, we don't know. Anything could happen, but nonetheless, it is still going to all be very exciting. But again, my name is Bobby. This has been It's a Small Vlog, final video of 2023. Have a magical day. Bye.